In 1964, specifically in the state of Florida, a historic match awaited between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston. Sonny had the upper hand over Muhammad in all physical measurements, the strength of his grip, chest width, weight, nearly everything. The match began, and from the start, Muhammad dominated the ring with quick rounds and precise moves. In the sixth round, a knockout punch ended the match, and Ali was declared the youngest heavyweight champion in the world. Muhammad Ali was not only physically strong, but also had a sharp, agile mind with a strong mentality that put his body in service of it. Today's video will take us on a journey through the milestones in Muhammad Ali's life. We'll see the story and learn the mentality, a truly historic journey. So, put on your gloves and let's begin. The passion began in 1942, specifically in the American state of Kentucky. Cassius Clay, a small child with dark skin from an ordinary American neighborhood, was born. No one knew that on that day, in that specific neighborhood, the champion of the century and the owner of the fastest punch in history was born. Cassius Clay, or Muhammad Ali as we will call him in this video in honor of his name. Days passed, and at the age of 12, Muhammad rode his bike and headed towards the Louisville Fair. The fair ended, and Muhammad was surprised to find his bike had been stolen. He ran towards the Columbia Club to complain to Officer Joe Martin, who was a boxing trainer at that club. Muhammad Ali said about that moment, "I was running and crying, but the sights, sounds, and smells of boxing in the club enchanted me, to the point where I forgot about my bike." On that day, boxing entered Muhammad Ali's heart, and from that day on, he began training in that gym. Only 6 weeks passed from the start of his training, and Muhammad entered his first match against a promising boxer named Ronnie O'Keefe. Ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad excelled and achieved an unparalleled victory, and from that day on, Muhammad Ali's name shone throughout the state. This was an introduction to Muhammad Ali's beginning. We come to the second milestone, titled Commitment, the Secret of the Journey. Muhammad started his training at the age of 12 with intense and continuous exercises. He was very committed to his training, waking up at 4 in the morning and training until the end of the day. Year after year, he built himself up. He said about that harsh period, and listen carefully, "I hated every minute of training, every minute. But I said, don't stop, don't stop. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." Without that commitment, Muhammad wouldn't have achieved what he did. He continued his training for 10 years, committed to every hour of it, until his golden opportunity came. After that commitment, a historic Tuesday night match between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston, a great boxing champion, took place. The match had millions in bets, and Muhammad Ali achieved a historic victory that shook the world. So, don't think victory comes overnight. Every triumph requires patience and commitment. Without that commitment, Ali wouldn't have shaken the world on that historic night. We now move on to the third milestone, which says, victory is achieved before the match. Continuing on that historic Tuesday night, Muhammad and Sonny Liston fought. Weeks before the match, Muhammad studied his opponent in every detail. He asked about his trainers, his environment, and his friends. He studied his movements, his feet, his glances, and even his heartbeat. The match began, and Muhammad's heartbeats were rapid. Everyone thought he was scared, but it was quite the opposite. Muhammad deliberately left his face unprotected until he exhausted his opponent, Sonny. Then, in the sixth decisive round, a calculated, well-planned punch, months in the making, was enough to win the title, break the arena, and make Muhammad Ali a part of history. So, know that every battle is won even before entering it, through planning and studying every step. No matter what your battle is, academic, life, win it beforehand with planning. The fourth milestone says, Ali without limits. From the beginning of his career, Muhammad Ali called himself the greatest in boxing. Not the greatest in the state, not in the country, but the greatest in the world. Muhammad had great confidence in himself, was bold, and had big dreams without limits. This is what led him to the World Championship at the age of only 20. Muhammad Ali said about this point, frighteningly, "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. So, expand your dream and open your boundaries. We live this life only once, so why not challenge?" This is the mentality of greatness that no other mentality can rival. We come to the fifth milestone, which says, principles are not for sale. After Muhammad Ali's victory over Liston, Ali announced his conversion to Islam and changed his name from Cassius to Muhammad Ali. Since that announcement, the press turned against him, and accusations flew. Ali stood firm in his positions despite the danger of his decision. He didn't back down or withdraw. In 1978, when the Vietnam War started and America entered it, Muhammad was called to serve in the army. He refused the call and rejected the war's reasons. Imagine, he was barred from boxing for 3 full years, fined, and sentenced to prison. Despite this, he didn't back down from his decision. After 3 years, he returned to the boxing ring stronger than before. Ali said here, wonderfully, "It is not necessary to be what you want me to be, for I am the son of my positions, the son of my beliefs. It is not required to imitate everyone and follow the herd. I am what I want to be." All these positions gave Muhammad Ali wide fame and a unique personality. Not just a boxer, but a person who immortalized his name throughout history as a hero in the eyes of millions. Indeed, there is a lot to say about this character, and one never tires of it. Now let's summarize what can be gained from this legendary journey. First, nothing comes without commitment. It may take you days, months, or even years. Be patient and committed until the opportunity comes. Second, plan your future from now and study every step. Half the victory is planning, and the other half is executing the plan. Third, do not set limits for yourself or restrict them. Believe in them and yourself, and let your dream embrace the sky. Fourth, your principles are more important than anything else. Do not back down from a principle you believe in. Do not withdraw in fear or panic. Always be decisive and do not abandon it. Now it's your turn. Give me a piece of information about the legend Muhammad Ali that we didn't mention in the video, and tell me, did you really enjoy and benefit from the video? Because I offer content that ignites enthusiasm in us. Always be well and light up the arenas.